The views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the individuals involved and do not necessarily reflect the official policy or position of Radyo Agri 90.1 FM management.
Magandang hapon mga ka-Radyo Agri. Welcome sa programang Patok. Usapang Patok, usapang trendy. Dito lamang po yan sa Radyo Agri 90.1 FM, kasaganahan para sa bayan. Sa programang ito, sasamahan po ninyo ako sa halos isang oras na tsikahan tungkol sa trending topics at patok na usapan dito man yan sa ating bansa o internationally. Ako po si Colleen, ang inyong host sa programang Patok. Ayan, magandang hapon mga ka-Radyo Agri, and before I officially start my program, babatiin ko lamang po ng magandang hapon ang ating mga ka-Radyo Agri nakikinig sa atin on air via 90.1 FM and via our Facebook Live sa ating Facebook page at Radyo Agri 90.1 FM. Ayan, syempre good afternoon po sa ating Director 4, Sir Junicio G. Alvindia, to our Director 3, Sir Joel V. Dator, to our Applied Communications Division Chief, Sir Elijah Z. Davalos, to our Section Head ng STIP, Sir Jet Malik G. Subaba, nandito po ngayon sa ating station. Of course, kay Ate John na nakasama rin ni Sir. Ayan. And to the Section Head of STIDS, Ma'am Bess G.S. Magararu, to the rest of our Division Chiefs, our hardworking employees, our guards on duty at mga utility po, ayan, good afternoon po. To our drivers, especially sa mga nakabiyahe po ngayon, safe travels po sa inyo. And to our avid listeners on air and online, to Ma'am Isis, Sir Ambo, and Ma'am Jem, nakasama rin sa kanilang opisina ngayon, and Dr. Love, na always nakatune in on air and online. Good afternoon po. Of course, don't forget to like and share our live stream on our Facebook page at Radyo Agri 90.1 FM, and don't forget to follow our social media pages at Radyo Agri 90.1 FM on Instagram, X, and YouTube. Welcome to the episode 6 of Patok, titled Missing Pieces, The Yearning Hours. Before we dive into our main topic for today, pag-uusapan po muna natin ang ating episode last week where we talked about romanticizing life. Napag-usapan nga po natin mga ka-Radyo Agri na romanticizing life takes a lot of reflection and looking at small things that we encounter daily to really understand when should we be grateful. And also, this helps us to have a brightened mood on a daily because we can turn small moments into big feels of happiness and contentment. And moving on to our topic for today, mga ka-Radyo Agri. Ayan, alam nyo ba na uso na ngayon ang tinatawag na yearning hours ito yung mga oras na madalas at late at night or at bigla na lang tayong napapaisip, ano ba yung hinahanap natin sa buhay, sa love, peace of mind, success, or baka simpleng dagdag, tulog lamang. Ayan, taas kamay sa mga ka-Radyo Agri nating yearners na nanonood at nakikinig sa atin ngayong hapon. There are a lot of types of yearning mga ka-Radyo Agri, pero today, we will specifically talk about the global phenomenon wherein the term yearning is used. First, let us read what does yearn mean, mga ka-Radyo Agri. To yearn is a verb. It is to long persistently, wistfully, or sadly, and it is to wish very strongly, especially for something that you cannot have or something that is very difficult to have. Ito yung mga panahong may hinahangad tayo mga ka-Radyo Agri o gusto nating magkaroon o maramdaman. Ayan, at ngayon naman, pag-usapan natin what or when do we use the term yearning. Ayan. When do we use the term yearning? The term yearning hours refers to those quiet, often late night or in-between moments when people feel a strong longing. And now that we know the meaning of yearn or how we use the term yearning, mga Karadyo Agri, let us now talk about the psychology behind yearning. Bakit nga ba biglang ang dalas na nating naririnig yung term na yearning? Ano nga ba to, no? So, kasi ang yearning, pag titignan natin ang meaning, it's very close to the word longing. Diba? You're yearning for something, you're longing for something. Ayun. Ano nga ba muna ang differences ng yearning at longing? Ayan. Magkaiba po kasi pero magkadikit ang dalawang to. When we say yearning, ito yung matinding desire na parang gusto mo siyang abutin pero laging parang mailap or malayo. Diba? Medyo imposible sa isip natin. Longing naman, mas may halong nostalgia to o pangungulila na parang namimiss mo. Diba yung nostalgia? Diba? Very nostalgic kasi we once had those, mga ganyan. Diba parang namimiss mo ang isang tao, lugar o panahon. Pareho silang may gap na tinatawag kung nasaan tayo ngayon at kung ano yung hinahangad natin, diba? That's why we yearn, that's why we long for something. It's very far from us kung iisipin natin, diba? Medyo mahirap siyang i-differentiate, mga Karadyo Agri. So, let's dive deeper into yearning and longing. Let's define those two. So, when we say yearning, it is very strong. It's an urgent desire. Yung para kang may hinahabol. That's why we say when we're in our yearning hours, diba, yung emotion natin very high, yung emotions natin, because it is very strong. Compared mo naman to longing, which is softer, it's more on the nostalgic side, melancholic desire, yung parang, ay, sana nandito pa, pero you can say it with a smile. Pero diba when yearning kasi, it's a little bit on the sad side. Yung emotions na nakakabit sa yearning ay medyo malungkot. Ayan. So, both highlight the gap between what we have now versus what we want or miss. Diba? Mga Karadyo Agri, mas madalas ba kayong nag-yearn para sa future o nag-long para sa past? Ayan. Comment on our Facebook live stream or text us on 0962-119-7445. And before I proceed, babasahin ko ang comment, syempre ni Dr. Love. Hello, Ate Colleen. Good afternoon. Watching here mula sa Batak, Ilocos Norte, habang nasa fieldwork. Ay, grabe. Regards sa inyo dyan. Take care, Dr. Love, and thank you always for tuning in po sa programa ng Radyo Agri. Moving on, bakit nga ba nasabi natin no na uso ngayon yung tinatawag na yearning hours o lagi siyang napag-uusapan? Dahil sa social media, uso ang hugot posts or 2 a.m. thoughts or playlist na puno ng feels. So, mga Karadyo Agri ko na yearners dyan, drop your playlist naman, share your playlist. Kasi diba meron when we search through streaming apps, ayan, music streaming apps, talagang merong playlist na very targeted for yearning. Ayan. Hello, Ate. Hello, Mimicha. Thank you for watching. Ayan. Lalo pa after the pandemic, mga Karadyo Agri, no, marami tayong namimiss. We lost time, we have missed opportunities, at syempre yung stability. Pero dahil dito, mas open na tayo ngayon sa emotions at mas nagiging connected tayo sa isa't isa. Despite all this, when it comes to yearning, there is always the good and the tough side, mga Karadyo Agri. Ang totoo, hindi naman po masama ang yearning. Nakaka-motivate ito para abutin ang goals, mas pahalagahan natin ang mga tao sa paligid natin, at nagbibigay kulay sa ating emotional life. Ayan. Pero kapag sobra, pwede rin itong magdala ng stress at anxiety, lalo na kung puro what ifs ang nasa isip natin because usually that's what we yearn. Diba? Yung potential, yung mga naiisip natin na maaaring mangyari, maaaring sa atin ngayon. Diba? That's what we yearn for. Kayo mga ka-Radyo Agri, no? Meron ba kayong yearn dati na natupad na ngayon? You might want to share it with us para naman maka-inspire tayo ng iba, diba? Like me, I used to yearn people around me. I used to yearn friends that would understand me, that would vibe with me, diba? That's what I used to yearn for. That's what I used to cry for. Pero I can say right now, I do have the right set of people, diba? Which is very happy na pag iniisip mo natin, yearn ko lang tong mga to. Ngayon, they're right in front of me, diba? It's something to be grateful for. So, mga ka-Radyo Agri, natural lang naman po ang mag-yearn at mag-long. Ibig sabihin, buhay ang puso at may hinahanap tayong mas malalim. Whether that be love, peace, success, o simpleng pahinga, pero habang inaasam natin ang bukas, wag na wag po nating kalimutan i-appreciate ang present. Minsan kasi, yung akala nating missing piece ay nasa harap na pala natin. Kasi kakatingin natin kung ano ba yung kulang. Kaka-yearn natin ng gusto natin ng ganito, ito, ganyan. Nakakalimutan nating tumingin sa kung ano yung nasa atin, nakahain sa atin ngayon. Gaya lang naman ng pinag-usapan natin dati sa, or last episode sa ating episode 5, Small Wins, Big Feels, Romanticizing Life, diba? Yun ang reminder din natin to always be in love with what you have now. Ayan, be in love with everything. And I think kasama rin to with yearning, no? Para kailangan makita rin natin what we have now, kung ano yung nakahain sa harapan natin ngayon. Just for us to appreciate what we have sa present and mabawasan yung yearning hours na tinatawag natin. Kaya kayo mga ka-Radyo Agri ngayong gabi, bago matulog, no, isipin natin, ano yung isang bagay na ni-yearn ko ngayon at ano ang isang simple step para unti-unti ko itong maabot, or is this something that I need to pursue, or is this something that I need to let go? Because not everything that we yearn for is something that we need to pursue, diba? Sometimes the things we yearn for is also the things that we need to learn to let go, to move on in life. Ayan. Buhay ang puso dahil may hinahanap na mas malalim. Ate Colleen, very nice quotes naman yan. As always, Dr. Love. Thank you so much, Dr. Love. Diba po? That's how we know we're alive. And, of course, before I proceed, I would like to remind our viewers on air and online na please like, follow our social media pages. We do have Facebook, X, Instagram, and YouTube. Sa YouTube po ay available ang ating episode replays where you can rewatch our live stream shows anytime, anywhere. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the notification bell to get you notified when we have new updates or uploads. Ayan. Moving on, we have to understand, diba? Let's understand yearning and the causes and effects of yearning on our mental health. Because this is a mental battle when you're yearning for something, diba? Una, pag-usapan natin, bakit tayo nag-yearn, diba? Una is loss and grief. It's either we are missing a loved one, either from a breakup or pagkawalan ng taong mahalaga sa atin. Whether this could be a friend, a family, or a relationship that has ended, diba? This is what we call loss and grief because nawala ito sa atin, diba? And nasanay yung katawan natin sa presence ng ating family, ng friends, ng significant others, and then it ended, diba? There will be times that you will yearn for it, that you will look for it, and you will think about the what ifs and the potentials of what could have been dahil nga nawala sila, diba? That's what you hold on to and that's what you yearn for. Pangalawa naman ay ang unfulfilled goals. Mga pangarap o success na hindi pa natin naaabot. These are the goals we set when we were younger. It's either the goals we set when we were younger, tapos sasabihin natin na, when I reach this age, or this time, by next year, dapat nagawa ko na to. Nasa ganitong lugar na ako or na-achieve ko na to. Pero, come the following year, diba, hindi pa natin to nagagawa or we're still not at the point where we are satisfied on our status, diba? Sometimes we yearn for the goals. Parang nakatahimik tayo, iniisip natin, what if nasa ganitong estado na ako ngayon? Siguro ganito yung nararamdaman ko. Siguro ganyan. That's sometimes we yearn for, diba? Third is nostalgia. The good old days na gusto mong balikan. But sometimes kasi pag it's nostalgic, it makes you smile. Medyo very positive to. And we can put this under longing because you're longing for the good old days, diba? Next is attachment needs. Tao tayo, mga Karadya Agri. We're all people. Kaya, may need tayo for love. We naturally have the need for love, for belonging, and connection. And sometimes, I think this is more of the global phenomenon na nakikita natin on our social media apps when we say yearning. Diba? This will be the people who will lip sync to relatable songs, that they are yearning for love, that they are yearning to be someone's person, to belong to someone, or to have a specific connection that will give them the satisfaction of feeling love, diba? And contentment. Ito yung madalas na nakikita nating causes of yearning actually sa social media, mga Karadya Agri. And existential longing. Yung malalalim na tanong na, ano ba talaga yung purpose ko? Diba? Marami tayong types of yearning, mga Karadya Agri. Hindi lamang siya yearning for a person that you broke up with or you liked before. Hindi lang siya ganyan. Yearning, you can yearn for a lot of things. Diba? Gaya nito, ang existential longing. Or tawag natin siyang yearning because we are asking ourselves kung ano ba talagang purpose ko. Do I yearn for stability? Mga ganyan, diba? At gaya nga ng causes of yearning, mga Karadya Agri, ating basahin yung ilan sa mga comments sa ating Facebook post, no, about this episode, kung ano nga ba ang yearn ng ating mga Karadya Agri na nag-comment sa atin through social media. Siyempre, unang-una si Ate Marife, ayan, sabi niya, she yearns for travel. I do too. Parang iba kasi yung relaxation and happiness na nagbibigay ng travel, diba? Sometimes you just wanna be somewhere else other than your house or your workplace, diba? Yun, sometimes we yearn for that. Si Kuya A, sabi niya, he yearns for 7 digits. I think we all do yearn. 7 digits, Kuya A. I think everyone can relate to that. And si Feda naman, diba? She yearns for concerts na she will soon fulfill. She will soon fulfill. Ayan, ang nababalitaan ko, may upcoming na ganap yan si Ma'am Faye. Next, Kuya Jebong, ano ba naman tong yearn natin na to? Grabe naman. Cheesy. Favorite kasi ni Kuya Jebong yun. O, sige na nga. Next is, si Maymay. She yearns for salary. We do too. We are all nag-react sa Melat na nandito sa ating station, diba? We all yearn for that. Sana, diba? Lagi nating nilook forward yan eh. Yung mga naiisip natin. Anyways, ano nga ba yung mga positives na effect ng yearning sa ating mental health? Kasi syempre, hindi man to laging negative, mga Karadya Agri. First is, nakaka-inspire siya or nagbibigay siya ng motivation. Syempre naman, diba, if you yearn for something, gaya nga nun ng travel, nakaka-motivate yun to save up or to, research places you wanna go to, ma-motivate ka na to work harder, mas maging excited ka to work kasi you know the purpose of you working. I'll save up for a travel, ganyan, diba? Yun yung isa sa mga motivation din. It also motivates us to be the bigger person or the better, diba? The better one na iniisip natin na hindi pwedeng lagi ako nag-yearn, diba? Ganyan. Namomotivate tayo, mga Karadya Agri. Next naman is nagiging source to ng creativity, whether it be songs, poem, or art, which is very true. And I think that is why most of the recent releases ng songs, especially nakikita ko OPM, ayan, parang laging merong inspired sa yearning. Gaya ng Kahel na Langit by Maki. Ayan, diba? This is for, sabi nga nila, this is the national anthem of yearners. Itong from Maki na to, diba? And it sparks creativity kasi there are a lot of emotions that you can get from yearning, whether it be positive or negative, diba? Maraming aspeto ng yearning. And with that, there are a lot of poems that we can read about yearning na we can give other meanings din, personal, na parang it hits home, parang kumbaga ganon. Or the art, syempre sa mga mahilig sa art, ayan, na-inspire din sila sa yearning. At nagpapalalim ito ng empathy at understanding sa iba, which is true because when you yearn, there are a lot of questions going inside your head, diba? Na, bakit nangyari to? Bakit nagawa sa akin to? Yung mga ganyan. And that increases, our empathy na to give them the benefit of the doubt or to, other than leaning on to hate, parang dun na lang tayo sa aspeto na maiintindihan natin, diba? That's why we become more understanding and more empathy, diba, sa ating kapwa. Next naman, yung negative aspects ng yearning. Kasi ang yearning, when it's too much, diba, pwede siyang humantong sa anxiety, depression, or social withdrawal. Social withdrawal is yung parang you'll isolate yourself, ako muna, mas na pinipili mo na yung time by yourself. Pero what we don't know kasi is if we isolate ourselves and we continue to yearn too much, ayan, it leads to anxiety and depression. And parang nalulunod ka dun sa thoughts mo of yearning, kaysa ma-distract ka, diba? If you leaned on to social withdrawal. Pero mas mahirap po itong layuan. Sabi ni Dr. Love, siguro ate, Colleen, yearning ng iba for peace of mind. Maybe marami sa mga karadyo agree na maraming kinakaharap, mapa-financial man yan, usaping pamilya, or etc. Top your shoulder, kayang-kaya yan. Yes, Dr. Love, diba? Iba-iba tayo ng yearn for. Yun nga, gaya nun. May mga tao na pag tinignan natin from the outside, parang meron ka naman na lahat. What else do you yearn for? Sometimes you yearn for peace of mind. Yun ang kailangan nila. Marami sila masyadong iniisip, diba? Or maaari ding financial. We yearn for financial stability, diba? Majority of us yearns for financial stability. Marami makaka-relate dyan. Because it is something that you cannot change overnight, diba? It's something that you need to really, really work hard for. Ganyan. Kaya always tap yourself on the shoulder at kayang-kaya nga natin yan. Thank you so much, Dr. Love. Next naman po, sa negative effects ng yearning, may tendency tayo na mag-ruminate or paulit-ulit isipin yung wala naman sa atin, which leads to a very negative emotion of yearning kasi nga, I think sometimes we yearn for something that we think it's very impossible to have, or it's something that ended already, or masyado pang malayo yung gap between you and the things you're yearning for. And this could be negative kasi paulit-ulit mo siyang iisipin and wala naman tayong maisip na paraan on how we can achieve those. Dito pumapasok yung sinabi ko kanina na sometimes yearning also teaches us to realize what we need to pursue and what we need to let go. Dito pumapasok yun na sometimes what we yearn for, kung masyado siyang paulit-ulit and you think it's very impossible to have, sometimes it's just better to let it go. Let go of the things you yearn for kung feeling naman natin ay hindi na siya posible or hindi na siya healthy for us. It's not helping us anymore. Ayan, sabi ni Mamba that she's yearning for sleep and peace of mind. Oo, diba? Yun nga, sabi ko kanina sa intro, maaaring yung ibang tao, they're just yearning for sleep. More hours of sleep. And gaya na nang sabi ni Mamba, it's peace of mind. Diba? And next naman sa negative effects ng yearning is yung pwede itong mag-lead to unhealthy coping gaya ng escapism or addictions. Kasi sometimes, diba, gaya nga ng kanina, parang may tendency na paulit-ulit siya sa utak natin na parang, ano ba to? Maghapon na lang to sa isip ko, maghapon ko na lang to naaalala, maghapon kong inaalala, iniintindi na they think there is no other way to escape yearning too much other than leaning onto something na very unhealthy type of escapes, gaya nga ng addiction, ayan, alcohol abuse, diba? Or they're putting themselves at activities that they know are very risky just to get their minds off it. Ganun. Ito yung isa sa mga negative effects na I think we should really avoid. Yan. So, paano nga ba natin mga Karadyo Agri maha-handle ang yearning? How can we handle? These are some tips on how we can handle yearning. Una ay acceptance and mindfulness. We need to acknowledge yung feelings instead of fighting it. This also lies between yung sinasabi ko kanina na we need to know if we're yearning for something na kaya pa nating abutin or kaya pa nating, dapat na nating i-let go. We need to accept what we don't have. We need to accept kung ano yung current status natin, yung feelings natin about this particular situation. And we have to be mindful about it. Para, yun nga, we can learn na, I have to stop. This is not something that I should yearn for too much. Ganyan. Or, kailangan yung yearning na to, gamitin ko siya into my inspiration kesa malugmok ako. Yung mga ganyan. We have to accept the situation para makaisip din tayo ng tama, mga Karadyo Agri. Ano nga ba yung susunod na actions? Ayan. After we yearn for that. Next is cognitive reframing or baguhin natin yung perspective natin sa buhay. Baka naman hindi naman pa end of the world kung hindi pa natin to maabot gaya ng mga sinet nating goals na ngayon iniisip natin na ito yung goal ko dati, ilang taon na, goal ko pa rin siya, hindi ko pa rin siya na-achieve. Diba? We have to change our perspective na, oo nga naman, hindi pa naman end of the world kung hindi ko pa ito maabot. I still have enough time. Mga ganyan. Next is, we have to build relationships. Ito, hanapin ang support system. Surround yourself with the people who would not judge you for what you yearn for, but instead will be there for you. And when the time is right, diba? They will give you the support that you needed, whether it be a helping hand or a shoulder to cry on or just someone to listen to you, mga ganyan. Surround yourself with the people, yun nga, gaya ng sabi ko kanina, who would not judge you for what you yearn for. Magkakaiba naman kasi tayo na ni-yearn for. Hindi ka pwedeng sumama dun sa mga tao na kapag shinare mo kung ano yung ni-yearn for mo, imbes na damayan ka, intindihin ka, i-judge ka na, you yearn for that? Yan lang. Diba? Hindi naman pwedeng ganun. Dapat yung mga kasama mo ay iintindihin ka at their very best. Ayan. Next is we have to adjust our goals. Gaya nga ang favorite line natin dito sa ating programa, focus on our small wins habang papunta tayo sa big goals. And this is part of romanticizing your life. Diba? Focus on your small wins. In that way, mababawasan natin yung yearning kasi medyo naano tayo dahil grateful na tayo sa kung ano yung meron tayo ngayon. Next is look for creative outlets. Ayan, gaya ng sabi ko kanina, express your thoughts through writing, music, or art, or whatever creative outlet you can think of, diba? Para to get your mind off it. Next is seek help. Seek help if sobra na ang distress. Talk to a counselor or a mental health professional because just as I've told you earlier, mga Karadyo Agri, meron pong negative effects ang yearning, and yearning too much can really affect our mental health badly. Ayun nga, pwedeng humantong to sa anxiety or depression or social withdrawal. That's why it's the very best, if you think hindi na talaga humihinto, repetitive na, iniisip-isip nyo na siya, and you're leaning into unhealthy coping mechanisms, seek help from a professional and they can definitely help you. And there is no stigma with that. 2025 na, hindi na dapat tayo nahihiya to ask for help from professionals. And that's the best thing we can do to help ourselves. Ayan. So mga Karadyo Agri, gaya ng sabi ko kanina, yearning is natural. It can either push us to grow or pull us down, depende kung paano natin ito i-handle. Mga Karadyo Agri, natural sa tao ang mangarap at maghangad. Ibig sabihin, may desire tayo for something better. Mas magandang buhay, mas maayos na relasyon, mas tahimik na isip, at walang masama doon, mga karadyo agree. In fact, kung wala tayong pagnanais o wala rin tayong motivation para gumising o magtrabaho o magsumikap, anong gagawin natin, 'di ba? So wala namang masama doon. Pero ang tanong, kailan nga ba nagiging unhealthy ang yearning? Kasi kanina din-discuss ko yung negative and positive effects of yearning. Right now, we will be talking about paano na natin masasabi na unhealthy yearning na to, hindi na to nakakabuti sa atin, no? Yearning becomes unhealthy kapag imbes na ito ay maging inspiration natin, nagdudulot to ng frustration at ng stress. Ayun nga, kasi sometimes yearning naman, we know, I'm yearning for something. Sige, gawin ko to para ma-achieve ko siya. But sometimes, di ba, nagdudulot ito ng frustration at stress sa atin kasi paulit-ulit nating iniintindi, but there's really nothing we can do about it. Next naman, kapag lagi mong pakiramdam ay kulang pa rin. Parang kulang pa rin lahat ng nakapaligid sa'yo, lahat ng na-achieve mo, lahat ng meron ka ngayon. Parang feeling mo kulang pa rin because you're still yearning for more, for something bigger, diba? This becomes very unhealthy for us. At kapag nakatali ka sa isang imposible or idealized na situation at hindi mo matanggap ang present reality. Ito, madalas ko itong nakikita sa social media when they cannot accept yung reality na meron sila na, for example, ito, magbibigay tayo ng halimbawa sa totoong buhay, mga karadyo agree. Kasi ito, lagi nating nakikita to. First off, sa relationships, kapag sobra kang naghahangad ng tinatawag natin na perfect love or your idea of a perfect love, ayan, na para kang nasa teleserye, ganun ka perfect yung iniisip mo about that love. Hindi naman po masama mangarap ng pagmamahal, mga karadyo agree. Pero kung ang lagi nating hinahanap ay the perfect love, baka hindi mo to makita kasi hindi mo ma-appreciate yung totoong tao na nandyan sa tabi mo, and this is where it's going to be unhealthy kasi 'di ba nandun ka na, ang ni-yearn mo yung unhealthy standards mo na when it comes to love, ayan, and also yung yearning when a relationship ended, 'di ba? Madalas ito yung nakikita kong context sa social media when a relationship ended, 'di ba? You are yearning for the person who left you, 'di ba? And you're questioning yourself, ganyan, your worth, or you're yearning for the potential that you saw in that person na hindi mo ma-let go, and you keep on yearning for that. Yan yung mga examples ng yearning in real life na sometimes nagiging unhealthy kasi hindi natin ito ma-let go. Next is sa career. If gusto mo ng success, promotion, recognition, pero kapag sobrang fixated ka dito, mga karadyo agree, parang laging kulang. Kahit marami ka naman ng achievements, lagi siyang kulang. Ang tawag dyan, mga karadyo agree, ay endless chase. You are endlessly chasing for something and it is becoming very unhealthy. Diba? Kasi hindi na natapos yung paghangad mo ng sobra-sobra. Hindi naman po masamang maghangad, mga karadyo agree. Pero nga, if you're too fixated with this one, yun na natatawag nating endless chase. Next naman po, example sa personal life naman natin. Yung tipong lagi kang nostalgic. Hindi rin pala healthy to. Yung lagi kang nostalgic, mga karadyo agree na buti pa dati. O kaya naman, sana maging ganito ang future ko. 'Di ba? Walang masama sa alaala or pangarap, mga karadyo agree. Pero kung lagi kang nasa nakaraan o bukas at nawawala ka na sa ngayon, 'di ba? You're lost in the present. It's very unhealthy. Unhealthy na 'to, mga karadyo agree. Gaya nga ng lagi kong nire-remind sa inyo, always focus on the present, kung ano meron ka ngayon, ang status mo ngayon. 'Di ba? Pero hindi naman po masamang mangarap. Wag lang to the extent na it's very unhealthy and you're fixated. So, bakit nga ba natin nasasabi na nagkakaroon ng unhealthy yearning, mga karadyo agree? Una po ay cultural pressure. Social media shows us curated lives na parang lahat happy, successful, beautiful. Kaya parang kulang tayo kasi wala tayo ng mga nakikita natin sa social media na bakit sila masaya sila sa ganito, napupuntahan nila to, meron sila nito na parang ang ganda ng napupuntahan nila, ng gamit nila, or even physical features, diba, sometimes, na parang kulang tayo lagi kasi yun yung nakikita natin. We're having a cultural pressure na makasabay sa kung ano yung nakikita nating maganda sa social media. So, nagkakaroon tayo ng unhealthy yearning with this one. Next naman is psychological needs. Kapag may butas sa loob natin. When we say may butas sa loob natin, this is the loneliness or the lack of validation. Diba? Sometimes, people yearn for validation. Kailan ba ma-validate yung feelings ko, yung effort ko, diba ganyan. Lagi natin din naririnig yan. And mas malakas ang longing with this one kasi nga, parang you're very lonely, you're yearning for something that you feel like you cannot have, especially yun, validation, ganyan, pagmamahal. Yan yung mga lagi nating yearn for. Also, nagkakaroon tayo ng unhealthy yearning kapag tayo ay may past wounds. Ito yung trauma, loss, or rejection that makes us crave things na hindi natin nakuha noon. Ito yung parang feeling ko magigets nyo na yung concept of yearning when we say yung mga trauma natin or yung mga bagay na hindi natin nakuha noon, na feeling natin abot kamay na natin na parang ito na yun, makukuha ko na siya, mapapasakin na ito, magkakaroon na ako nito, I'll be successful in a few days, tapos biglang nag 360 yung buhay mo, ay hindi pala, you were rejected, you were let go, or the promotion that was promised to you, hindi siya naibigay, diba? And when you're in a very low place and you're yearning, you will yearn for these things kasi pagka feeling mo abot kamay mo na ang isang bagay tapos nawala pa sa'yo. Parang 'di ba yun yung potential noon, yung mga ay kung sana nakuha ko to, kung nangyari to, ito na yung estado ko ngayon, ito yung nangyayari ngayon. Ayan. Yan yung mga near year natin na can be very unhealthy, mga ka-Radyo Agri. And lastly, magkakaroon tayo ng unhealthy yearning pag napasok natin ang tinatawag na comparison game. Dito yung lagi natin kinukumpara ang sarili natin sa iba, kaya hindi tayo nagkakaroon ng satisfaction. Na instead na you are satisfied with who you are, what you can give, what you can provide, dahil nga kino-compare mo yung sarili mo sa nabibigay ng ibang tao, sa nagagawa ng ibang tao. Ayan, 'di ba? Wala kang satisfaction, you're unhealthily yearning for something that you don't have. So, ano nga ba ang epekto ng mga ito, mga ka-Radyo Agri, pag hindi natin na-manage? Una po ay ang mental health issues, katulad nga ng nasabi natin kanina, anxiety, depression, or burnout also, kasi nga laging may kulang. Or next naman is a relationship strain, or dahil nga sa unrealistic expectations natin, lagi tayong disappointed sa kapwa natin, di ba? Next is productivity loss. Sa sobrang focus natin sa kung ano yung kulang, what's missing, hindi mo na nagagawa yung kaya mong gawin ngayon kasi very focused ka sa kung ano yung wala na nakakalimutan mo ng mag-work in a way na yun yung kaya mo. Ayan. And then, next is obsessive thoughts, mga ka-Radyo Agri. Parang paulit-ulit na record sa utak natin na hindi tumitigil. Ito yung obsessive thoughts. I think merong madalas tayo ay nagkakaroon ng mga ganitong episodes where tayo ay parang ano ba to, obsessed ba ako sa ganitong pangyayari sa buhay ko? Bakit ba paulit-ulit na lang siya sa utak ko? Like parang naka-replay na parang kahit ayaw mo na ganyan, 'di ba? Ayun yung nangyayari, mga ka-Radyo Agri. Ito yung pag hindi natin na-manage na we're yearning too much. Ito yung mga nangyayari sa atin. So, paano ba natin maiiwasan ang cycle ng unhealthy yearning? Una po ay, gaya ng sinabi natin kanina, mindfulness and presence. Practice mo na bumalik sa present. Kapag nahuli mong masyado ka ng fixated o nag-fixate ka na naman, huminga ka and remind yourself na nandito ako ngayon. Ito yung meron ako ngayon. So, you're grounded. Next is challenge your thoughts. Ayan, tanungin ang sarili, totoo ba na hindi ako magiging masaya hanggat wala to? Or minsan kasi, illusion na lang na nasa isip natin na essential ito para maging masaya na. Hindi ako magiging masaya hanggat hindi ako nagkakaroon ng ganito or hindi ito nangyayari. So, always think na, totoo ba? Hindi ba ako masaya kasi wala to? Or masaya naman pala ako ngayon kaya nga lang masyado akong fixated na magkaroon nito. Diba? Yung mga ganun bagay, mga Karadya Agri. Next is gratitude practice. Ayan, favorite natin to sa programang ito na kahit 3 bagay lang sa araw-araw na kailangan may ipagpapasalamat tayo, nakakatulong ito para makita na hindi ka talaga kulang at marami ka ring meron. And next naman is healthy connections. Surround yourself with people who remind you of your worth. Madalas kasi ang hinahanap nating kulang ay simpleng belongingness at care, 'di ba? So we are craving for healthy connections and it's okay, gaya nga ng sabi ko kanina. Surround yourself with the right people and you will know you are surrounded with the right people when you are thriving. Diba? Hindi ka nahihirapan na mag-thrive kasi they are cheering for you, they are helping you, and they're not pulling you down. Yun yung mga tamang tao na nakapaligid sa atin. Next and last for this episode is self-compassion. Huwag laging harsh sa sarili, mga Karadya Agri. Kapag hindi natutupad ang isang bagay, okay lang kasi worthy ka pa rin. And I will leave you with this something that I read na you should never question yourself just because of other people's decision. If they don't want you to be, if they don't want to be friends with you, that's on them. If they don't want to be with you, that's on them also. Always know your worth, and the rest will follow. Ayan, mga Karadya Agri. Napag-usapan natin ang yearning hours at yun yung mga tahimik na sandali kung saan lumalabas ang matinding paghangad natin at minsan para sa future, minsan pangungulila sa past, and it is very natural. Pero may dalawa tayo makukuha dito. It's either we will have the biggest inspiration of our lives or this can cause, 'di ba, stress, too much stress. Kaya tanong ko sa inyo, mga Karadya Agri, 'di ba? Mas madalas ba kayong nag-yearn para sa bukas o madalas kayong longing sa inyong kahapon? And always remind yourself, 'di ba? Always know your worth and the rest will follow. Ayan, mga Karadya Agri, before we end, I would like to remind our viewers on air and online na please like and follow our social media pages. We do have Facebook, X, Instagram, and YouTube. And sa YouTube po ay available ang ating episode replays where you can rewatch our live stream shows anytime, anywhere. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell to get you notified when we have new uploads. Maraming salamat, mga Karadya Agri, for joining me today. Kung mayroon mo po kayong mga hobbies or topics na gusto po ninyong pag-usapan natin dito on our show, just comment down below or message us on our social media pages at Radyo Agri 90.1 FM. And of course, bukas po ang ating text and call hotline 0962-119-7445. Uulitin ko lamang po, 0962-119-7445. Muli, ako po si Colleen at ito po ang Patok Usapang Trendy. Dito lamang po yan sa Radyo Agri 90.1 FM, kasaganahan para sa bayan. Thank you!